Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek. I am Penj and we are back with Steve Jackson's Sorcery, or I should really clarify with Steve Jackson's Sorcery Part 1 because there are 4 parts. There are 4 parts to this. This is merely Part 1, this gigantic map and this really lengthy path I've taken is simply, well it jumps a bit here doesn't it, but is simply Part 1. It's Part 1 of this whole series of 4 things, 4 books, I assume it was 4 books, so 4 games. So here we go. What happened last time? We did okay last time. We kind of came around here. I think we were in Dumpus, weren't we, when we started last time? We did a bit of work. We turned big. We did some digging of a kind of cesspit thing, which is probably unpleasant. We came across here. We crossed a bridge with Vancass. Now I know, look, the Bridge of Vancass. It's the little sort of guard's name, the little magic kind of hunchback kind of thing. We got over there. We answered his riddles. And then I messed up here. I messed up in Irritating because it was being taken over by children. There was a big sort of children's festival thing. I dared challenge the children, and then there were a lot of children, and I ran away. I bravely ran away, because I thought, you know what? I've got 18 stamina. I'm alright for gold. I've got 1 ration, so that'll keep me going for a while, I would have thought. And I just didn't want to lose any stamina or get mobbed by loads of children. However, it may have cost me the chance to spend some of this gold on some useful stuff. And I also imagine I can't go across that path there to the bottom of the waterfall. I might be able to go to the top of the waterfall, we shall wait and see, but I definitely won't be able to go to the bottom unless I can somehow sneak around the edge. I don't know. Also, I've got the little dude. I can't remember what he's called at the minute. I can't remember what he's called. What's he called? He's a little kind of little sort of fairy type thing. Oh, yes, I fought a wolfhound. That was fine. Let's find out what the little dude's called. I can't remember what he's called right now. It's completely skipped my mind. Let's go to the next bit and see. Jann, that's it. He's like a little sort of winged kind of pixie fairy thingy. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree. As you gather your things, Jann leaps up and onto your shoulder. Ready to go, he chirps. Yes, because I've made him sort of his voice irritating. Hopefully that's the same voice as I used last time. It's kind of small and elfin, I suppose. You rejoin the path on the far side of Irritating. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you will reach Torapani today, the last village in the Shamutanti Hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill to the left and downhill to the right. Okay, so if we look, uphill leads round this mountain. Don't know what that is. I don't really know what this is. A forest or a marsh or something. I don't know what that is. And just here leads us through some trees and then to a little house here and the top of this waterfall. So I am going to go to the right. I would like to go to the right, please. Choose a path. I'm not going to ask Jann because I know which way I want to go. Choose a path. With Torapani so close, it hardly matters which way you go. Surely. Okay, well, I'm going to go right. I'm going to make sure I walk along the path because that's only right and fair. Go along the path into some woods. We go right, you decide. Then be on your guard, Jann warns you. You climb a rise. The way is not too steep, and as noon approaches you have crested the ridge and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin, the view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch glimpses of Kharé. I'm going to guess it's pronounced Kharé, because it's got an accent and that makes an air. So Kharé on the northern horizon. Okay. I could stop and eat. However, I'm alright for stamina and I've only got 1 ration left. How near am I to getting to that? Now, I'm okay getting to that. I think I'll be able to get some ration. I mean, we might be able to get to the end of this on this part. I think we're okay. I think we're going to eat some rations and then we'll be okay as we then work our way through here. We might be able to buy something from here. We'll prioritise our rations if we have to come to it. So, yeah, okay. Let's stop and eat. I know I don't need my stamina to go up, but I may lose some stamina, and I'd rather be on full stamina, ready and prepared for whatever might come and get us. So let's stop and eat. I've got no rations, but I have not lost any stamina through hunger, which is good. So Heroic Keith, obviously that's our hero's name. I've neglected to mention that at this point, but Heroic Keith is looking pretty good. 18 out of 18 stamina, and this is ticking up. So at some point soon, this will go back up to 20. Taking a brief pause, you eat the last of your cheese and bread and feel better for it. Then you continue along your path. Jann is in a talkative mood, oh good, and fills the air round with his chatter about what he can see and how things smell and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Kharé. You pass from the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jann falls quiet and hisses in your ear, Stop now! Stop, but say nothing. Yeah, now he probably knows this area, and he's magical and he can detect things I can't. I'm going to stop and say nothing. I'm going to stop and be quiet. You come to a dead stop. Jann is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between two trees and touches your neck. You've seen me, whispers a voice. I know it. What? Look into the darkness, walk away, answer, or draw my sword. Okay, what can I see? Can I see anybody? Look into the darkness. You peer into the darkness of the trees. Nothing, just shadow. And then you see. It's a shadow with two eyes. How do I fight a shadow? I'm going to ask who's there. We might be able to reason with this. Heroic Keith is all about logic and reasoning, and then he fights when he has to. But if we can talk this through, Mr. Shadow Person, we might be able to do something with it. You know, we might not need to resort to combat. Ask, who is there? Who's there? Oh, that looks very awesome. There is no reply, but the tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He is dressed head to toe in black. You had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. Fight him or cast a spell. Okay. Well, casting a spell might be a good idea if we can do something to him. How do we fight an assassin? Okay, right. What spells can we do then? What letters have we got to begin with? So we've got K, Z, W, F. Do you know what? I'm actually going to write this down because I have no brain to remember this sort of thing. I have a little notebook here just for this purpose. K, Z, W, F. K, Z, W, F. There we go. Right. Let's go back and see what spells we can cast that begin with K, Z, W, and F. Okay, so we could, in theory, cast Z, which is the terrifying doom spell, which nobody knows what it does. The most formidable spell in lore, but no one knows why. However, I think that's a bit dangerous. I'm gonna err on the side of caution there. There's nothing really much else we can do except the big six spells. Here, look. So we could do Zap if we wanted to, Lightning Bolt. We could do Foff, Protective Force Field. We could do, which was on Wall. Creates an invisible wall. Now, wow. What is that? Where's wow? What wall? Where's wall gone? Have I gone past it? There. The casting of this spell creates an invisible wall in front of the caster. The wall is impervious to all missiles, creatures, or other material objects. Hence, it is a very useful defensive spell. Or, do I go for Foff? I don't really know what the difference is between Foff and Wall. This powerful spell creates a physical barrier in front of the caster, which is capable of keeping out all intruders. The resulting force field is both extremely strong and flexible. I'm thinking Foff might be more useful. I imagine if it's in front of me all the time, I can just do it and then just run off, can I? I could just leg it away. I think Zap is gonna run away, isn't he? He's gonna run away. He's gonna dodge out the way because he's an assassin. He's a crazy ninja. So I think we go for Foff. F-O-F. Let's create a physical barrier in front of me. Keeps everything out. Strong, flexible. That's cool. All intruder. Or do we go for Wow, though? Impervious to all missiles, creatures, or other material objects. So I wonder, if he's an assassin, he might be able to throw things at me. He might go, okay, right, I can't come and get you with your Foff, but I can lob this throwing knife at you and throw a throwing knife into my head or something. So I've changed my mind completely. Let's do Wow. So, Wow for wall. Let's do Wow. Okay, fight him, cast a spell. Let's cast a spell. Whooshy whoosh into space we go. Yeah, so. Brilliant. Let's not cast Wow, because I'm not allowed. Alright, Foff. Can I cast Foff? No. I get Zap. Can I cast Zap? Here we go. The thing I said I wasn't going to do, because I can't cast other things. Do you know what? Okay, create lightning, 3 stamina, let's just blat him with lightning. Pow, zap. You cast a spell but nothing results. Oh, brilliant. I should probably tell you, Jann whispers. Mini-mites are protected by an aura. It is a curse sometimes, like now, because you can't cast magic while I'm nearby. And I'm not leaving while that assassin is there. Could you not have told me that beforehand, Jann? Could you not have told me that before? Because that is incredibly, incredibly irritating. I've just used 3 of my stamina. And now we're having a fight. Whereas I could have saved that 3 stamina. If I can't use any magic, basically I can't do any magic while he's there. Can I send him away? Can I attack him or something? Okay, right. First blood. Let's use 10. Let's charge in. Let's whack him for everything we've got. Charge in. 10 versus nothing. Ah, botherations. Okay, he knew what he was doing there. There you go. You bring your sword up to bear. The assassin bows to you, taps 2 fingers against his chest, and readies his stance. You measure the weight of your sword, then bring it up to deliver a cleaving blow. The assassin covers himself. He is left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. Closing his eyes, he murmurs a quick prayer as he sets his stance. Okay, we're going to defend, I think. Ooh, that was quite a brutal chop he did there. You drop yourself into a crouch as he powers forward, but it only tires him out. You're mostly unharmed. The assassin laughs appreciatively. Okay, now, if I attack him again, he's just going to defend again. So I'm going to defend, get some of my attack power back. There we go, both defending. Now I think... So you hold firm and keep your defence, and he hangs back and watches you without emotion. My duty is to sever your head from your neck, the assassin says in a voice as cold as polished marble. You will not hold it from... Oh, what? No, hang on. Let me try and say that again, but actually said the words I'm supposed to say. You will not hold me from it. There we go. That sounds better. I was trying to do a cool voice. Messed it up. Brilliant. Right. So if we go for a... 5 point. If we go for 6, I think we go for 6. We save a little bit of attack power. Cut. Please work, please work, please work. Yes. Okay, right. I've jibber-jabbered him for 3. Splendid. He's now down to 4 out of 8 stamina. He's on half stamina. I am on very much more stamina than that. Okay, defend. I think we just go to defend. Oh, sorry. I haven't read the thing. Time to attack. You swing your sword fast in toward his chest, outclassing his own sword swing. You catch him deep in the side. Red blood soaks his black tunic. Okay, defend that. Okay, he's building back up. You whip at your defences, and he circles away. I am tempted to defend again, because I think he's going to come at me now. He's going to come at me, bro. No, okay, we're having a defensive standoff. We just stood and looking at each other. Hello, lovely day. Yeah, isn't it? I like your cloak. Oh, I like your hood. Oh, thank you very much. You stay steady and keep up your defence, and he waits and watches you in return. Breathing deeply, the assassin whispers a mantra as he readies his blade. I'm going to come and smack you with everything. Thrust. Bam. There we go. I've hit him for a 4. Oh, yes, in your face, assassin boy. Acting quickly, you rush forward with a deep, heavy slash. He's off balance and moving slowly, and the blade goes deep. He turns and tumbles, releasing his sword as he topples. I am not so proud as to not admit when I am beaten, he groans. You may finish me if you so choose, but if you do me an honour and use my own blade. Oh, now do I get a choice? Continue. The assassin is not dead, but lies on the floor, gasping. Finish him and search his body, or spare him. Well, I am role-playing as heroic Keith, not murderous Keith. I will show him leniency. I will show him some leniency. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to spare him, because I'm nice. He's learnt his lesson. There you go, he said that. Like, I'm not so proud to admit when I am beaten. There we go. You may finish me if you so choose. So, let's spare him. Then get up, you tell him, holding your sword back, but not putting it away. Yet. He nods and sheathes his own blade. You are an honourable man. I am glad to meet you. Now you have saved me. You own me in part. My name is Flanker, and I am an assassin and a thief. Why did you attack me, or what will you give me for your life? Well, why did you attack me? Who sent you? If there's an assassin, normally an assassin is employed by somebody to go and kill someone else. So who has employed you? Why did you attack me? It is a simple matter. I pick on wayfarers for practice in hiding and in killing. I assumed you would be no match, especially when I saw your pet. He points briefly at the Minimite, who is currently hiding under a fold in your tunic. But I see I was wrong. He bows his head once, perhaps in respect, perhaps from the pain of his injuries. You are travelling to Kharé, he asks. Well, yes, I am. I go that way as well. I will not travel with you, but once you are there, perhaps I will see you. If so, I will not forget the debt I owe you. Okay, that's cool. What is your business in Kharé? I will remember you there. Oh, here's useless. Finish him. This is brutal. So you have a nice little chat with him. You go, actually, no, I don't like you. Ha, judo chop, and you chop his head off. Harsh goings on, crikeys. No, let's ask what his business is there. What is your business in Kharé, you ask? He looks long into your eyes for a moment, then answers, the nobles of the city have heard rumours. Goblins are reopening the old mines. They want to know why. And you have found out? I believe so, he replies in a whisper. It is not jewels or iron they are after. You know the history of these hills, perhaps. They have not always been so poor, so underpopulated. Once great and powerful men lived here, men of great knowledge and sorcery. Long gone now, our ancient history is worthless. Well, that seems a little bit dismissive. Long gone now. Flanker shakes his head. Not gone. Changed. There is a village of giants in these hills. That is what those men became. The ancient miners once ran a great city spanning from the Kakabad Sea as far north as the Jaika mines. That was where they mined the ore that forged the crown. And it is that metal, that power, which the goblins are searching for. If Mampang should rise, it will be their only hope. So will they find it? They must be stopped, or the crown will be recovered. Well, will they find it? You seem to know an awful lot about it. How are they doing? Flanker breathes heavily and painfully. Perhaps, though they say the ancients left terrible guardians behind. He bows his head again. This time it is definitely from pain. Go, he hisses. You cannot aid me. Now, I can't aid you because I have no rations. Can I help you in some way? I would like to... Oh, no. Oh, ah. Now, is he honourable? Will he be offended if I try and help him? Should I just leave it? No, I'm going to try and help him. Help him. Heroic Keith is heroic. Let's try and help the guy. No, you reply. I've caused your wounds. I will help you. He grins with gritted teeth. Are you a doctor? I do not think you are. So finish him off. Stop giving me the option to kill him. I've clearly got on with him. He's all right now. Let's bind his wounds a bit. Tearing strips of dark fabric from his clothing, you bind his wounds tightly and the bleeding lessens. You are too kind to a man who was about to kill you, he murmurs. Let that be your lesson. Yes, you tell him, heroic Keith, you reply as you gather up your things and head out of the forest, leaving him behind. You have a sense that you have made a powerful friend. He could be a friend, or he could just be lying. And he could then appear in Kharé or whatever and go, hello, you helped me. Now I'm going to try and kill you again. Possibly. I don't know. Right, continue. Ah, we only have one option. Leave the trees. Diddly diddly do. There we go. Got him again. How much longer do you think we'll be travelling today? The mini-mite on your shoulder asks. I'm hungry and tired. We've gone such a long way. We haven't. We've been gone that far. We've been much further than that. You can stop here. Not much further. Or be silent. Shall I just say you can stop here? I don't really want to travel with him anymore. It means I can't use magic. And magic is good. Magic is actually useful. I just wasted loads, 3 of my stamina on casting a spell that wouldn't work, and he knew that. So you can stop here, not much further, or be silent. Should we put you can stop here? And just basically tell him to go away? Yeah, let's put... No, that's not very heroic, though, is it? Not much further, or be silent. Not much further. Not much further. We'll keep going as far as we can. The Minimite sighs and slumps onto your shoulder. You continue along the path and around the side of a hill. A wooden hut is set into the slope, with an old woman sitting on the front step. A river seems to emerge from beneath her. As you get closer, you realise the water flows underneath the house, and the house itself is set on splayed struts like an insect, straddling the watercourse. A few paces from the front of the house, the water plunges over the edge of a sheer cliff and disappears. Indeed, it's this waterfall thing. Well, let's greet the woman. She might give me some food or something, which could be handy. Greetings, you call. The woman looks up at you and smiles. Come over here, won't you? She calls. I can barely see you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you know what? Let's go and see the lady, because it might be something nice. Like we did with the witch. We went to see her, and it ended up being good. Let's approach the woman. I hope she doesn't push me off of a waterfall. You approach the old woman. She smiles a toothless smile and gets up from the step. Come in, please, she beckons. I get so lonely living out here on my own, away from the villages. I noticed her voice has just changed to become an old woman. I can't acknowledge she was old. Okay, let's go inside and chat to the old woman. Oh, I don't like it. Yes, okay, we can fight our way out. We can fight, we can use spells. We've got a... Oh, no, we can't use spells. We can fight. We've got a massive flipping sword. Jann, could you stay outside, buddy? Could you stay outside so I can magic-y her if I need to? Okay, let's go inside. I don't like it. Oh, I'm running away. Look at her. She looks weird. Thank you. You follow her inside and take a seat by a long wooden table. Oh, bring us some tea, she says. She sounds almost nervous. Hurrying to her kitchen, she returns with 2 large cups. Watch it, Jann whispers in your ear. I don't trust this one. Drink the tea or make conversation. Yeah, I'm not drinking that. I am not drinking that. You have poisoned that or done something to it. You are not a nice lady. In fact, look, your table leg here has a face on it. Why does your table leg have a face? That's weird. Make conversation. The tea is still hot. You cup it between your hands as you speak. So what's your name? Why do you live alone? Or this is a beautiful place. Okay, well, this is a beautiful place is a nice conversation starter. This is a beautiful place, you remark, watching the river outside the door, plunging away over the cliff face. This is the top of the crystal waterfall, she says. The river runs right under my house. They say it carries all my goodness and youth away while I sleep, and the villagers bathe in it for luck. She giggles meanly. I'm sure it isn't quite true. Okay, what's your name? Why do you live alone? Okay, well, what's your name? Seems logical. What's your name? They call me Gaza Moon, she replies with a smile. I used to be quite well known, in my way. You nod, but you have never heard of her. Okay, why do you live alone? I'm a bit nervous that drink the tea is there. I'd rather ask this and then not, and then have the option to not drink the tea and throw it away or pretend to knock it over or something. Why do you live alone? Oh, there we go. Switch cups with... Yes, yes, that's what we're going to do. Why do you live alone? It must be more dangerous. Oh, she smiles sweetly. No one bothers about me. Why would they? You smile and nod. You make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching your arm before the cup reaches your lips. Oh, she says suddenly. I've forgotten the pot. She goes back to the kitchen to fetch it. I don't know what to do now. I really don't know what to do. I like these sort of games, putting you really on the spot. And as we've done throughout the whole of this series, and future ones as well, because there are many more sort of fighting fantasy-esque games that we'll probably play, we're not going to be going back. We're not going to sort of undo our actions. If we get hurt, we get hurt. If we die, we die. That kind of thing. So, I'm not going to make a run for it. I think that would be a bit rubbish. I think she can probably do something about us. I think she's a baddie. Is she a witch? I don't know. I think she's up to no good, however. Now, I think... Oh, she says suddenly, I've forgotten the pot. She goes back to the kitchen to fetch it. Do I drink my tea or do I switch cups? Now, I think she's intentionally making me want to switch cups. This bit here, you make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching your arm before the cup reaches your lips. Oh, she says suddenly, I've forgotten the pot. So I think what she's doing is going, oh, goodness me, don't drink your tea yet. I'm just going away for a second. Thinking, aha, he shall switch the things, and then he'll drink. And then I'll get drugged or killed or poisoned or whatever she's going to do to me. So I think I'm just going to drink the tea. This might be a massive risk. It's probably going to end horribly wrong. But yeah, I think she's counting on me to swap the cups round. So I'm not going to. I'm going to drink my lovely normal tea, and she can have the terrible poison tea of doom. So let's just drink my tea. I have a terrible feeling about this. I really don't want to press the button. No, I'm doing it. Drink the tea. Drink the tea. Drink the tea. Oh. You lift your mug, blow away the steam. Oh, yes. Blow away the steam and take a sip as the old lady returns. The old lady lifts her own mug and takes a deep gulp. Your own tea is gently refreshing. Oh, and it's given me a point of stamina back. Lovely. Then she splutters and coughs and grips her side. Help her or wait? Oh, now there's a challenge. Do we help her, even though she clearly just tried to poison us, or do we wait and watch her be dead, or at least be in some discomfort? Oh, heroic Keith, you noble man. You are going to try and help her. I suspect this might also come back. This is going to come back and get me, isn't it? But let's try and help her. I've not lost any stamina. Something wrong? Oh, no, she replies, trying to smile, but clearly doubled up in pain. Stumbling and almost falling, she staggers to her kitchen and gulps down another drink. When she returns, she seems much better again. I'm not as young as I was, she explains. All the same, she pushes her tea to one side. But tell me about you. You're a traveller. Yes, a merchant or an outcast. Yes, I'm a traveller, correct. Yes, that's right. I'm going to Kharé. She claps her hands. How wonderful. Such a delightful city. Indeed, you answer. Tell me, on your journey you didn't happen to come across an old man, did you? Yes, I did. He was up a tree. He was a crazy old man up a tree, if that's the one you're referring to. I mean, there was an old man in the pub as well that gave me a fruit. That was an old man, but I have come across an old man. You might have to define which old man, but yes. Not just any old man, she insists. This one was carrying a page from a spell book. Do I have that? Yeah, that was the old man up a tree, wasn't it? He gave me the spellbook page, yes. Show her the page. You pull the spell page from your pack and her eyes light up. Giggling with glee, the witch snatches it. Oh, whoa, 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 witchy. Oh, hang on. When did she become a witch? Whoa, 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 hang on. Old lady, splutters. Old lady, there. Oh no, she didn't say anything. Old lady there. She, witch. Okay, she's a witch. Right, so we've established that she is a witch. Okay, right, a crazy witch who lives over a waterfall. Splendid. What is the spell? Who was the old man? Well, what is the spell? I don't really care who the old man was. What is the spell? It's a spell of pest repulsion. You've no idea how useful it is around here. She shakes her head. 4 days ago, I was visited by a traveller such as yourself. But when I was away making my tea, as I always do, he started leafing through my book and tore out a page. He must have been a wizard of power, because he vanished almost too fast for me to curse him. What curse did you cast? Will you uncurse him now? Okay, what curse did you cast? Well, you saw him, she replies. I aged him. Didn't stop him escaping, though. She fusses with the page, repairing her spellbook with some gentle magic. Shall I show you how useful the spell is? What do you mean? So I've got a choice of please, what do you mean, or no? What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? Well, she makes a little gesture at something behind you. How can I put this? You're sure you don't want me to get rid you of a pest? And you realise she's looking at Jann. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. So I have 3 options. I have the option to get rid of him, well, or tell her to get rid of him. I'll keep him, or I have no pests. Do you know what? Do you know what? I might get rid of him. I might get rid of him. I might get rid of Jann. I'm not a big fan of Jann. Jann is annoying. Jann is in the way and is impairing my ability to cast spells. However, will that mean that something will come up later on whereby I want to use that power? So I'll be facing someone like a wizard and I'll go, Jann, fly over to that wizard, would you? And he'll fly over to the wizard and stop the wizard casting spells. And then I'll just run over and stab the wizard with a sword. But at the minute, he's being very irritating. So let's say I come across something and there's locks, or I need to cast a fireball or something, and I can't do anything about it. I'm stuck. I can't use magic because he's there. Though I suppose in that situation I could send him away. I just don't understand why he would be there. Why would I be given this little floaty kind of curious NPC character if there's no reason for him to be there? I don't know. Like, get rid of him. I'll keep him, or I have no pests. How far are we to the... where's the end? Where's the end? We've not... I mean, I've been talking for ages. We've only got to just there. Torapani, just there. Yeah, I want to get to there. And then just round this road and into Kharé, and then all sorts of cool stuff will happen. Presumably that's where this ends, because the next book is Kharé's City of Thieves, something like that. So, yes, I imagine the next one is set in the city, I guess, and we get a closer look at the city, I would assume. But, yeah, I don't know what to do here. I don't know whether to send him away or to keep him. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What would Heroic Keith do? Heroic Keith wouldn't be mean, would he? Heroic Keith would not be mean. And he did help me with the assassin. He did tell me to shush when the assassin was there. In theory, if there was something that I needed to cast a spell for, could I not just tell him to fly away? I might put I have no pests and see what she says to that. Maybe this will make Jann happy, whatever it's called, him happy with me. Maybe it'll give me something for this. If I sort of go, no, don't get rid of him, maybe he'll be happy with that. So yeah, I have no pests. No, she agrees with some disgust. You seem rather clean. She gets to her feet. You'd best be going. Go. Okay, right, so Jann's staying with me. Is that the right thing to do? I don't know. Jann hops onto your shoulder, whispering profuse thanks into your ear, and you leave. I have a feeling that at some point his powers are going to be quite useful. He's going to come in useful at some point. I don't know. Right, continue. Oh my goodness, right, we make great strides just there. Okay, right, back onto the path, over the river, and outside the village. Go into the village, go into the village. Don't even bother looking at it, just go straight in. It is now late afternoon. You pass over the brow of the next hill, and below you is the village of Torapani, slung from one side of the valley to the next like a flood barrier. Okay, well, let's observe it. Let's give ourselves a little bit of heads up if we're going to go in. We might as well look. Torapani is a village of the Svinn, an aggressive-looking race of man-orcs. You might expect their village to be rowdy, but it seems strangely quiet. Okay, go into the town. Yes, still, there's no way around it. You'll have to go through. Okay, right, well, let's go in. I quite want to go in. I want to get some provisions. I want to get some rations and possibly have a sleep. Okay, you enter the village. There is a definite air of depression hanging over the place. The Svinns are going about their business slowly and miserably and pay you no heed. You sit yourself down on a tree stump in the very centre of the village to consider your options. So, find an inn to rest, make contact with the villagers first. Okay, first implying that I can still find an inn to rest at later on. Okay, let's make contact with the villagers. You spy a group of Svinns sitting outside a low hut, and you walk over and sit yourself down. They are discussing a friend, apparently killed in the night by an assassin's curved blade. Ooh. Who is that? Whatever he was called. The dude. Flanker? Was he called Flanker? Something like that. I met this assassin, or is that why you are all afraid? I'm going to say I met this assassin, because I did. It's true. I met this assassin, you remark, boldly interrupting, out in the forest. You met him? He's still alive, one Svinn replies thickly. I killed him, or I spared him. Oh, just say, yeah, he was fine. Oh no, but then if I say I spared him, they're going to be really angry. As if I killed him, they might give me stuff. But that's lying. That's lying. Would heroic Keith do that? But then he becomes more of a hero, doesn't he, here? I might put I killed him. Because I spared him, I think he's a bit stupid. Heroic Keith is heroic. However, he's also not an idiot. Well, not all of the time. If I put I spared him, they're going to go, he killed my friend, you let him off, we're going to hit you in the face. So I'm going to put I killed him. I killed him, you lie. The Svinn spits a gob of green goop onto the ground. You do good, but you one day late for us. Another Svinn bangs his hand down on the table. But with Esh dead, who saved Tia? Okay, fine. Who is Tia? Flower. The Svinn who answers wipes a tear from the corner of his eye, scratching himself painfully with an uncut fingernail. Tia is Chief's daughter, the other Svinn says. Esh was to save her. Now Esh not alive. So Tia soon not alive. What happened to her? That's a good question. I'll save her or you need a new hero. Okay, well, what happened to her? This is a logical question. What happened to her? Goblins. They sacrifice... Sacrifice? He's unsure of the word, so mimes a gesture like a downward stabbing knife blade. Yes, sacrifice to great cave demon. Trouble is, another says, our village die if chief line end. Tia is end, so if end ends, we end. All very sad. Very sad, they all agree. Who you? One asks suddenly, as if only just thinking of it. He prods you in the chest. Wow. It's like cavemen. Who you? Oh, ugh. A warrior, a sorcerer, or a traveller? Well, I'm not much of a sorcerer at the moment. A warrior, I imagine they're going to say, can you please help me? I imagine helping them is probably going to be beneficial, but difficult. They'll probably give me some gold. Or a traveller is also true. I am a warrior, though. I've done quite a lot of fighting. Do you know what, warrior? Let's help these guys out. Let's go to wherever the person is, kill some goblins or negotiate or whatever, and get Tia out of there. Warrior. Warrior! A sudden gleam entered the biggest one's eye. Great warrior? The greatest? Or I do my best? I'm not going to say the greatest, because that is slightly tooting my own trumpet. So, I do my best. Best is good. Meke, Tifa. He signals to the others, who are quickly on their feet, big hefty arms swinging for you. We take you, Chief. Before you can resist, they have you and are hauling you bodily onto their shoulders. Jann clings to your shoulder, refusing to be shaken free. Where are you taking me? Wait to see what happens, or pray to my spirit aid. What's the spirit aid going to do? It's going to heal me. Okay. I don't think I need healing right now. 15 out of 18's okay. Okay, well, where are you taking me? I imagine they're taking me to the Chief. But okay, let's find out. The Svinns carrying you give you no reply. Then you reach a low hut on the edge of the village. You're set down carefully. Okay, good. They're not manhandling me too badly then. At least they're being careful. Okay. Captured. Okay, right. Captured. I'm captured or someone else is captured? Okay. This could have gone horribly wrong, couldn't it? I'm a bit worried. The door is slammed and locked. A moment later it reopens and your possessions are thrown inside. Wait to see what happens. Try to sleep. Well, I might as well try and sleep. I don't think they're going to kill me. I think they're going to use me to go and... It's just there, isn't it? I bet that's a thing. There's that... Just here there's like a square thing. I don't know what it is. Let's try to sleep. Because that would make sense. I might get some stamina back if I've got to go and do lots of fighting. Let's try and have a sleep. Oh, yes, it went up. And it's gone back up to 20. Yes. Okay. Right. So I've got some stamina back. However, I am in a prison. A few more minutes pass with no more movement. Figuring they will probably now wait until daylight, you put your head down to sleep. Your dreams are filled with grasping hands and long dark nails scratching at your flesh, and however much you toss and turn on the floor, you cannot quite get them out of your mind. His dreams are terrible. But poor heroic Keith has bad sleep. I don't know how he gets his stamina back. Right, okay, here we go. Daybreak. Okay, so I'm moving to a different building, am I? Okie doke, interesting. Daybreak. You are still alone. An hour passes before you hear any noise outside, and then the door to the hut opens and 5 Svinns come in. They drag you roughly out and across the street to another hut. Oh, come on. Just ask me to walk. I will gladly walk. Where an old man with grey hair sits. He is wearing outlandish, colourful robes. My name, Proceus. Chief. He slaps his chest twice. Like I just did just then. I apologise. Then he bows, brushing the dust on the floor with his sleeves. Okay. Apology accepted. Thank you. You've apologised for locking me up in the thing every night, though I did have a nice sleep. Room service was terrible and, you know, you need to clean the room, but okay, that's fine. Apology accepted. The chief nods. He waves to a menial who brings in bread and milk. Okay, I'm going to eat it. I believe that they want me to help. I truly believe they want my assistance to go and rescue whatever her name was, Tia. So I'm going to eat that. Yes, 19 out of 20 stamina. That's the most I've ever had. Gratefully, you bolt down the meal. It doesn't seem to be poisoned, and it nourishes you. The bowl is removed, and the chief squats down in a pool of cloth. Jann cowers under your own cloak, hoping to go unnoticed. I have need of you and your strength. Okay, I will help if I can. Tell me, or I will kill you. Okay, there are some crazy options in this. If you want to be a horrible lunatic murderer who does not want to be distracted from his questline, you can just go around and just go, right, no, dead, you're dead, dead. Okay, I will help if I can, or tell me. Okay, I will help if I can. Heroic Keith is being heroic again. The chief bows. I am grateful. My daughter, my child, she is taken. Offered to a terrible demon. Below. So goblins, she deserves it. You want me to rescue her? I will try or die trying. Okay, you want me to rescue her seems the obvious choice. The chief nods. Succeed, and you may choose your reward. Fail, and... He shrugs. Save yourself or I'll do it. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Choose your reward. Give me all of the spells. I know I can't do them. Make Jann not do my magic, make my magic go wrong. That'd be nice. I'll do it. The chief nods. I hope you will. He gestures to the other Svinns who, still taking no chances, grab you by your arms and haul you to your feet. Can you stop manhandling me around? You were quite nice at first when you put me down gently and put me in that room. Now you're just chucking me about. I'm not a rag doll. Okay, continue. Here, yes. It was always going to be this, wasn't it? It was always going to be just there. Okay, right. Let's walk over to a crack in the ground. There we go. You are led along a short pathway through the forest to a crack in the ground. One Svinn has brought a rope and another a basket. They are preparing to lower you down into the pit of the earth itself. So, try and escape. You will pay me richly for this, or take the adventure. Okay, so I wonder if this opens up a different map. I wonder if that opens up a different map. Like, I did think this when this was here. This here, look. I imagine there's a bit here in the Jaika mines where if you take the low path and go down to the mines, don't go over the bridge with Vankas on it, that you would go in here. I wonder if that opens up a little separate area as well. So, okay. Okay. We are going to go down here. We're going to go and rescue whatever her name was, Tia. We're going to go and fight or reason with or kill or whatever some goblins. We've got 19 out of 20 stamina. We've got 7 gold. We've got no rations, which is a little bit irritating. Why couldn't you have left me some bread? I don't know. But, yeah, the only thing that worries me is Jann. But I think Jann is probably going to prove to be useful here. I don't know why he's there otherwise. Just to be an irritant and then just get rid of him seems a little bit weird. So I think he's going to be useful, but we are going to be doing this next time because we are going to call it a day for now. We have done okay. I think we possibly could have done some things better. This bit here, I think we could have possibly done a bit better. We have made a good friend. We've made a potential ally in whatever his name was. Flanker. Was he called Flanker? The assassin guy. So yes, we were nice to him. That seemed to work out well. We'll be nice to these guys. We'll help them out. That worked out well. We did not get poisoned by the evil witch lady over the waterfall. So yeah, we got away with that as well. So it's all going okay. It's all going okay. We'll take this adventure. We'll go into the mine. We'll rescue the thing. We'll get a reward. Then we are at Kharé and the end of the line. So there we go. It's very exciting. And I am really enjoying this. I am very much enjoying this. I need to see about getting some of the other fighting fantasy games as well because they're on Steam at the moment and I believe they're in a Steam sale. So I might pick some of those up because there's some very cool ones. And apparently I'm informed, thank you commenting people, that one of the books that I remember, whenever I think of fighting fantasy, I think of two. I think of Warlock, A Fight Up Mountain, and I think of Death Trap Dungeon. Death Trap Dungeon I probably played hundreds of times. I don't know how many times I played Death Trap Dungeon, but they're the two I think of immediately. And then obviously others come to mind afterwards. But as soon as you hear fighting fantasy, it's those two. And apparently Death Trap Dungeon is indeed on its way in this format. Not this draggy the little character around format, but in a PC playable format. So that shall be very, very cool. We shall certainly be having a go at that when it comes out. But at the minute, yes, we have stuff to do with Sorcery. I imagine another part will see us out of that thing, hopefully alive, and we'll get to Kharé next time out. But we shall have to see. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Ted, run quicker, Ted. Oh, Ted is green. Oh dear. Timmy is looking very bad. Okay, there's still the same amount of water. I'm guessing we didn't get robbed. Ah, we got robbed. In no way is this going to break the radio, Ted. And you've broken the radio, Ted.